Did Harley Davidson win your heart and your mind with their latest news, with their latest reveal of their motorcycles, which we know wasn't really a reveal of new motorcycles in inverted commas, it was just a carryover bikes. What about the new CEO that's taken over, Artie Stars? Has he won you over in terms of hearts and minds? Is there anything that you're hearing from the company, from the manufacturer, from dealerships, that gives you pause for thought to say, actually, hold on, no, things are going to get better. Next year, 2026, it's going to be the return of the beast. If you look at the, Harley Davidson profitability, you think, oh, well, they're still earning millions. Well, they're kind of earning millions because they kind of restructured in terms of their finances. They sold off a financial division that brought in loads of money. So the figures are skewed, right? The figures are skewed. But what isn't skewed, what isn't up for debate, is that motorcycle sales have just got down and down and down. Now, I can't say for all over the world. It's really hard to say, right? But certainly in the UK, dealerships have closed. In the United States, many dealerships have closed. And around Europe, dealerships have closed. And new dealerships don't seem to have opened up, as far as I can tell. Now, that doesn't mean that they haven't, of course, but they don't seem to be opening up. So when you're looking at the existing products, motorcycles that you have, has there been any substantial changes in terms of serious reduction in price to get people through the door, to help the dealerships, to energize everything, to kind of go, you know what, we're back, we're here, we've got motorcycles, come on in. There hasn't really been anything. Now, I get it, right? There's not exactly, we haven't actually had a lot of time since the new CEO's come in. And yes, this chapter 1 reveal was a bit of a nonsense at the end of the day, because it was only rollover bikes with new paint and little tweaks here and there. And we know what rollover bikes are, or carryover bikes, right? Whatever you want to call them. So we know that. So we can't expect it. But I suppose the point is that they made a big deal of it. They made a big deal of it. And I thought, well, great. Great. This is good stuff. Make a good big deal of it. Let everybody know that Harley Davidson is here. Let everybody know that, all the other manufacturers are releasing their bikes. We're going to show you what new stuff we're coming out with. And they didn't. There was nothing there. So then you kind of wonder, well, what is there to be positive about? If dealerships are closing, motorcycle sales are down, the financials are skewed right now. But if you look at it objectively, everything is down right across the board, sort of 10, 12%, 6, 7% here. But there's a lot of negativity or negative numbers there. They're percentage losses, not percentage gains. And then you look at the motorcycles that they got on offer, and then you think, at what point did Harley Davidson, as a company, as a motor company, do they attract you? Now, I'm not saying they're not great bikes. In fact, look, I was in the car with my good lady today, and the guy was driving his purple and black. It was really nice. He put a road glide, and he's probably had a stage 3 or stage 4. I mean, who knows? But, he was all decked up, and she was going, oh, what a horrible bike that is. And I was going, wash your mouth out with soap and water, girl. What's the matter with you? That's a beautiful bike. Yes, it was nice. It looks fine. But it's amazing what other people think, right? So if you're a Harley Davidson fan, and I like Harley Davidson. I've got one. You know that. I've got one. I'm not sure if I held much longer, but I've got one, right? And I've loved that bike and everything. But I like Harley Davidsons. But I'm not going to spend all that money on a brand new Harley Davidson. I keep on saying this repeatedly. I'm not anti-Harley Davidson. I'm anti the prices. I'm anti the value. But in terms of the product, I say just buy a used one, because they'd be fantastic buys. If you like Harley Davidsons, just go and buy a used one, because they're brilliant. But the point is, it's not me you've got to convince. It's not this old duffer here. Well, maybe I'm not that old, but I'm not the one you got to convince. It's the ones who say, "Oh, I don't like those bikes. Oh, what a Harley Davidson done for us lately. Oh, no, these are, those are the ones you got to offer them something." Now, we know, of course, we've heard about this $6,000 motorcycle that's coming, supposedly this Sprint. But is that it? Is that what you're pinning your hopes on? Is that what the motorcycle world is kind of expecting from Harley Davidson to save themselves? Because if it's just that one bike, then you kind of think, well, do you know what? That might not be enough. They're going to have to do a lot more. A lot more. They're going to have to offer something to the motorcycling public who are not traditional Harley Davidson fans. I haven't seen anything so far that has kind of won me over or changed my mind about the way I feel about Harley Davidson, because I still think they've got huge problems. And I was hopeful that in their Chapter 1 reveal that you think, okay, we would see some signs, or they would start coming out with stuff, or I was hoping that they would have released that $6,000 bike in the Chapter 1 reveal to say, do you know what? Fair play. Yeah, you've done something. Or done something with the Rev Max engine bikes, the Nightsters, come out with a new model, a new variant. Or I tell you what, put the 1250 in a Nightster sort of whatever. Reimagine the Sportster or something. Done something like that. But no, I just thought, well, okay, yeah, you've got your $10,000 Nightsters, but many people don't like those. So do something else. Do something. Energize the company. Energize the sales. Make people talk about the company. Look, I was at the Motorcycle Live show, and their stand was okay. It was very Harley Davidson. It was okay. They had some good bits to it, but I wouldn't say it was the talking point of the show. In years gone by, Harley Davidson stands, yeah, I could say, yeah, they were the talking point. I made videos about it years ago, 10 years ago, talking about this, saying, oh no, Harley Davidson's an amazing experience. Look at this. Wow, look at that. Brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. But then you kind of think, what have you done for me lately? What are you doing? What is going on with this company? As I said, when the new CEO came in, it'll be very interesting to see what happens to Harley Davidson in the next 12 months. And I'm still in that mindset. I think it's going to be very interesting to see what they do. I just don't think they've done anything so far. Still early days. I understand that. And I know there are other people out there who will always see positive signs, and they always look at great things that the company do. Brilliant. Please be like that. Please be positive about, a brand that you love. And that's the way you should be, right? I'm not saying you shouldn't be. And if you believe that there are bargains in the Harley Davidson model lineup right now, you feel that way. You do it. Because you could always find positivity. You could always find good deals, right? If you look hard enough in comparative terms. If you save yourself $50 on something, you think, oh, I got a good deal there. Yeah, but you're still spending $30,000, right? Or pounds, shekels, whatever it is. But look, I saved $50 or $1,000 or pounds or £1,500 or whatever it is. Yeah, but you're still spending 28,000, right? It could be a little bit less, a little bit more, but you get the point I'm trying to make. So yes, there's always bits of positivity out there, and there's always good things that, I like the colour here. Yeah, that denim blue, whatever it is. I like that. But then I saw it in person. I thought, maybe I don't like it as much. But then, so there's always good stuff about Harley Davidson. But I just don't think they've done enough to bring people over, new people, new riders, and make the next generation Harley Davidson fan. I just don't think they've done it. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Have they won over hearts and minds? Have they won your hearts and minds? Because they haven't won mine. I've got to say that. I've got to say. If you know what to do here, keep on watching, and I'll catch you again. Bye now.